South Korea is a really interesting place with lots of different things. Old ways and new things are found together here. You can see old palaces right next to super tall buildings. This mix of old and new makes Korea super special. It's a country that's always thinking about what's next, but it also remembers its important history. The country's real name is the Republic of Korea. You can find it in East Asia. It's on the bottom half of a piece of land called the Korean Peninsula. North Korea is to its north, and the border between them is very well guarded. If you go east across the sea, you'll find Japan, and China is to the west. The main city of South Korea is Seoul. It's a big, busy city. More than 10 million people live right in Seoul, and even more people live in the areas around it. Seoul is like the heart of the country for money and culture. The main language is Korean. They use their own special alphabet called Hangul. A great king named King Sejong made Hangul a long time ago, in the 1400s. More than 51 million people live in South Korea. Most of them live in cities. The country has a lot of mountains. Their national flag is called the Taeguki. It's white, and in the middle there's a red and blue circle. This circle means balance. There are 4 black shapes in the corners, and each one means something special. The flag is a really strong picture that shows what it means to be Korean. Some old ideas from a wise man named Confucius have really shaped how people live in Korea. Showing respect to older people is super important. Families are very close and important to each other. Korean people think learning and school are very important. Parents often give up a lot to make sure their kids get a good education. Because learning is so important, it has helped the country grow and get better very fast. Being polite and showing respect are big parts of how Koreans act with each other. Seollal is one of Korea's biggest holidays. It's like the Korean New Year, based on the moon. Families travel all over the country to be with each other. They wear special traditional clothes called hanbok. They do special ceremonies to remember family members who have passed away. These are called chari. They eat special foods like teokguk, which is a yummy rice cake soup. Chuseok is another big holiday. You could call it Korean Thanksgiving. It usually happens in the fall when the moon is big and round. Families get together to say thank you for all the good food that grew. They visit the graves of their family members to clean them and offer food. They make special foods like songpyeon, which are rice cakes shaped like a half moon. Gap2S, the hanbok, is the traditional outfit of Korea. It's known for its pretty shapes and bright colors. For women, the hanbok has a top part called a jogori and a skirt called a chima. For men, the hanbok has a jogori and pants called baji. It's a beautiful picture of Korean culture. Korea has a very long and interesting story from the past. A long time ago, there was a famous kingdom called Gojoseon. It's like a legend. Later on, there was a time called the Three Kingdoms. These were Goguryeo, Baekje, and Silla. They were around from a very long time ago, from about 57 BCE to 668 CE. Silla finally brought all the land together in 668 CE. This was the start of the unified Silla time. A religion called Buddhism became very popular then. After unified Silla, a new kingdom called the Goryeo dynasty started in 918 CE. The name Korea actually comes from Goryeo. Goryeo was famous for its beautiful green pottery called celadon. Next came the Joseon dynasty, and it lasted for more than 500 years. The ideas of Confucius became the main way the country was run. King Sejong the Great, a famous Joseon king, helped create Hangul, the Korean alphabet. The Joseon dynasty had to fight off attacks from Japan in the late 1500s. The 1900s brought really big changes to Korea. Japan took over Korea in 1910. Japan ruled Korea until 1945. After World War II, Korea was split into 2 parts. The Korean War started in 1950. It went on for 3 years and caused a lot of sadness and pain. After that, South Korea started to grow its money and businesses very fast. People often call this the miracle on the Han River. It went from being a poor country hurt by war to a big, important country for business in the world. This change is really amazing to see. Korean food is known for its yummy and exciting tastes. Lots of dishes are spicy, salty, and sometimes a little sweet too. Sharing food with others is a big part of eating in Korea. When you eat a meal, you often get lots of small side dishes. These are called banchan. Rice is a main food, and you get it with almost every meal. Soups and stews are also very popular. Koreans believe that good food is like good medicine. Kimchi is probably the most famous Korean food. It's a spicy dish made from vegetables that have been sitting for a while to get tasty. The most common kind is made with a type of cabbage called Napa cabbage. There are hundreds of different kinds of kimchi. You get it with almost every Korean meal. Kimchi isn't just food, it's a really important part of Korean culture. Other famous Korean dishes are loved all over the world. Bibimbap is a popular one. It means mixed rice. It's a bowl of warm rice with vegetables, meat, and a fried egg on top. You add gochujang, which is a chili paste, to make it taste good. Bulgogi is another favorite. It's thin slices of beef soaked in a sweet soy sauce. The street food in South Korea is super lively and exciting. You can find food stands in lots of places in the cities. Tteokbokki is a really popular street food. It's chewy rice cakes in a spicy red sauce. Hotteok is a sweet pancake. It's often filled with brown sugar and nuts. Trying street food is a fun way to see what local life is like. Something called the Korean Wave, or Hallyu, has become super popular all over the world. It means that South Korean culture, like its music and TV shows, is getting more and more famous. This includes cool music, TV shows, and movies. Hallyu started in Asia back in the late 1990s. Now it's something big that people all over the world know about. Millions of people everywhere love Korean entertainment. K-pop is a big part of this Korean wave. K-pop means Korean popular music. K-pop groups are famous for their songs that get stuck in your head. Bands like BTS and Blackpink have tons of fans all over the world. K-pop has made its own special way for fans to show their love. Korean TV shows called K-dramas are also super popular. People love them because they have great stories and look really good. Lots of K-dramas are big hits that people watch online all over the world. Korean movies have also become famous around the world. Movies like Parasite have won big important awards. GAP2S. Besides entertainment, South Korea is also a top country for other things. Big worldwide tech companies like Samsung and LG are from Korea. They also make a lot of cars with brands like Hyundai and Kia. These businesses show how good Korea is at new ideas and technology. There are lots of great reasons to visit South Korea. You get to see a cool mix of old history and new exciting things. One day you can visit peaceful temples, and the next day you can jump into a busy city. The country is safe, and it's easy to get around on buses and trains. Korean people are usually friendly and happy to welcome visitors. Visitors can really get to know Korea's cool old traditions. In Seoul, there are 5 big beautiful palaces from the Joseon times. Gyeongbokgung Palace is the biggest and most famous one. You can walk around in old-style villages with traditional Korean houses called hanaks. Bukchon Hanak village in Seoul is a famous place to see them. Lots of Buddhist temples are hidden away in pretty mountain spots. But Korea also has tons of new and modern things to see. Cities like Seoul and Busan are lively and full of energy. You can see K-pop culture up close. You can visit places like Gangnam, which became famous from that song. There's so much shopping, from outdoor markets to fancy malls. If you love technology, Korea is like a dream come true. It has some of the fastest internet in the whole world. South Korea really has something for everyone who visits. A trip to Korea isn't just a vacation. It's an amazing trip into a really interesting culture that you won't forget. Click on one of these videos to keep the good times rolling. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.